What's up, people? World famous Peter TV. I am world famous Medford Peter. And if you are a delivery driver for Grubhub, DoorDash, Postmates, Caviar, Amazon Flex, D, Live, Uber, or Lyft, you definitely better subscribe to the channel because I would, because there are some issues going on right now, and parents are not too happy. I work for Lyft. I also work for Grubhub, and I do a lot of these blogs. And when I do these blogs, not all the time are these blogs happy blogs. Sometimes you have to lay out real rules in these blogs. Sometimes you have to put it out there straight when people don't want to hear the real facts. And I keep it a whole hundred and a whole stack. Here's the issue I've ran across. I had a driver. I, as a driver, picked up some people yesterday. And when I had showed up yesterday to pick up some people, what ended up happening was when I was picking up the people, there were 3 children that came out. Their children consisted of the age of 9, 14, and 15. And they were going to go somewhere like school. This is an issue. This is definitely an issue. First of all, in the driver's rule book and laws here in Massachusetts, I don't know what it's like where you are, children have to be accompanied by an adult to take a taxi cab. Children have to be accompanied by an adult to take an Uber and a Lyft. When I showed up at the house yesterday, this mother came out personally and said to me, "Hi, my children are going to school." I says, "Good, are you going with them?" She goes, "No, I don't have to. It's your responsibility to get them there safely." I says, "Lady, stop the boat. I'm not taking your children without you going with your children." I'm a stranger. Whether I'm a certified driver or not, I'm still a stranger. When does it become my issue when I got to be responsible for your children? So this mother became irate and mad at me because I wasn't taking her children to school. She thought that I was just going to pick her up and take the children. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. First of all, drivers are not responsible for your children. Okay? I don't care if you like the rules or don't like the rules. It specifically states if you are a minor under the age of 18, you are not allowed to take Uber or Lyft by yourself unless you are accompanied by an adult. Drivers had lost their jobs because kids made up stories. Drivers have lost their jobs because kids lie about lots of things. Drivers lose their jobs because parents are irresponsible and don't want to step up to the plate and do their job correctly. Now, here's where it comes down to, okay? If you're a good parent and a responsible parent, the best thing you would do is drive your kids. And if you can't drive your kids, at least step up to the plate and make your kids have you go with them. Why am I making this video, you're asking? I'm going to tell you the reason why. This lady who had 3 children tried to let her 3 children get into my car yesterday. The same lady that had 3 children that wanted her 3 children to get into my car yesterday, I wasn't going to take. And the reason why I wasn't going to take the children is I'm not going to be responsible for somebody who can make up a story. First of all, lady, your kids are not old enough to even go by themselves, whether they're all together or not. Second of all, drivers, right in the driver rules, if anybody takes Uber or Lyft, they have community guidelines. Right in the community guidelines, it specifically states, child or children are not allowed to take an Uber or Lyft unless they're accompanied by an adult. Now, you can make up and tell me whatever story you want to make up and tell me. I'm telling you the real facts. You don't want to pay attention to it. Falls on you if somebody touches your kid. Okay? There's pedophiles and scumbag losers out here that might prey on children. Okay? As much as I know I'm okay at my job, there are pedophiles and losers out here who can play on children. I'm trying to get better lighting. That's why I'm moving this around. And better signal. What it comes down to is this. The rules state children are not allowed to take Uber or Lyft by themselves. That's it. I don't make this up. I don't make this up. It's in your rules on the community guidelines. It tells all about it. Now, for those that didn't want to believe me, it's also on Google. If you're a driver, you have to be responsible for who's getting in your car as it is. I won't drive after 11 o'clock at night because I don't feel like having people get sick in my vehicle. Flat out. Because they don't care if they throw up in your car. But they know they're going to get charged $250 for it. All I know is this. I had parents. Hold on. Don't move. I'm going to a better area. Don't move. You gonna take my spot, you fuck? Get out of the way. Thank you. Better signal. Maybe better signal. We don't even know if this video is going to go through. Parents are arguing with me on Facebook because they think they're the parent of the year. You can be the parent of the year all day long. You've got so lazy you let your kid take an Uber or Lyft all day long. But in reality, you're not allowed to do that by law. Not only are you not allowed to do that by law, you're not allowed to do that at all. It's part of the rules. It's part of the rules. You're not allowed to do that at all. And you're arguing? You're arguing with me over the rules. Falls on you. Don't be mad if you get a driver that touches your kid. You caused the problem. You ignored the rules because you're lazy. I guarantee you'll never let that kid take another ride anywhere ever again. Guarantee it. All Uber and Lyft drivers that watch this, make sure those kids are not kids getting in your cars. You can be held responsible. You can lose your job for being an idiot. You can lose your job for being an idiot. If you value your job that you have right now, that you're working hard for, do not let children in your vehicle. Some of you don't value your jobs. Some of you don't. And of course, guys like me make videos like this to tell you, don't do it. I value my job. I value what the other drivers are doing. I'm not worried about what a little kid is going to say. But I don't have time to get to deal with crap either. Which is why you have to 100% cover your ass at all times. Make sure you cover your butt. Make sure you cover your butt because Lyft and Uber will hold you responsible. Lyft and Uber will ban you. Ban you from driving if an accusation comes through until you can prove it. And you can prove it that it wasn't you. Don't make the mistake. Any Uber or Lyft driver that watches this, do not let children in your car. Tell parents, sorry, I can't do this. Tell parents, sorry, I can't be responsible for your child. Therefore, I cannot take your child. Tell the parents they have to go with the child to their friend's house. They have to go with the child to their school and everything else. They have to be there to pick up their child at the school with the child. Make sure you tell them that. Because I cannot physically take that responsibility, and neither should you. If you want to, that's fine, but you can get accused of doing things when you didn't do nothing. Children make up stories, and the police will believe the story over you. For real. And I'm on break right now, so I can smoke. So before people leave comments about my cigarettes, shout out to you. I already know what you're thinking. I plan on quitting. Plan on it 100%. I'm just keeping it a whole 100 and a whole stack. You don't have to believe me. I'm just Peter, the guy that's on YouTube making this blog to protect the 2,500 million drivers that are out here doing what I'm doing every day. Don't be a victim. Be straightforward with the parents. $5. You don't need that $5 that bad. Even when you show up. And you also have to report this. By the way, it's also as the driver's responsibility to report this to Lyft and Uber that the parents are getting the lifts for the kids and the kids don't have the parents. You have to report that. Make sure you report it. They'll shut down their accounts right away. They got to get a whole new account. For real. You don't have to believe me. It's in the rules. They will shut down the parent's account if the kid is using the parent's account. They have to be 18 to take the Lyft or the Uber. Sorry, those are the rules. I don't make them up. I just know what they are. You report me all day long. You report the drivers all day long. You can make up whatever stories you want in your fictitious mind. All you got to do is go on Google. Are kids allowed or minors allowed under 18 to take Lyft or Uber? You could say, my kid does it all the time. All it takes is once for your kid to get touched or to have just a bad vibe. Drivers shouting out the N-words while he's in traffic. Drivers talking on the phone. Drivers doing things that are disrespectful. Your kid may not like the driver. Your kid can make up that story about you. Guess what? You end up losing your job because your kid lied over bullshit. It's not worth it. So be smart if you're a Lyft or Uber driver that watches this. And if you're a parent that watches this, make sure you understand you have to go with your kids. You can say, my kid does it by himself all day. Guess what? If you get me, your kid ain't going with me. I'm going to keep my job. I got a 5.0 rating on 1,760 jobs. If you think I'm losing my Lyft job because of your kid, think twice. That just shows irresponsibility for you to fluff your kid off and send your kid with a stranger you don't know who can actually make up a story and screw over the driver because he's greedy and he wants money. And because you're sue happy, you think you can sue the driver. Nah, it's not going to happen that way. Not with me. I'm keeping my job. I value what I do. I also value my blogs and what I put out here. You may not like everything I put out here, but at least I keep it a whole 100. I'm just saying. Keep it real and keep it 100. I'm just putting it out there for the drivers. Don't make the mistake. You will lose your job. Don't make that mistake. You will lose your job. You are a Lyft or Uber guy, and you seem to think, oh, just take the kid. It's all right. Nobody going to know. And that kid don't like you. You talk inappropriately. You get a phone call. That kid tells his mother. Mother comes right out. Driver was kind of shady looking. Driver was kind of creepy. It creeped me out. He was talking the N-word the whole time. He was talking in some other language the whole time. He was saying vulgar sexual things to his girlfriend on the phone the whole time. You know what happens? Now the mother's all mad and irritated. Now she's going to report you, community standards people, and say, oh, he was talking inappropriate in front of my child. And you know what's funny? Uber and Lyft will overhear that. They forget, wait a minute, child? How old's your child? Yeah, if your child is old enough to know better, and your child's old enough to speak up and report the driver, your child's old enough to make up a story. Don't pick up children if you're an Uber or Lyft driver. Don't do it. It could go against you. It could go against you. And I'm just spreading the word and spreading the love. I don't even know who's here right now. Trying to see who's here, but it won't allow me. But shout out to the one person that's watching me right now. But all I'm saying is this. I wonder if I could do something. Hold on. I just sent somebody hi. Nobody wants to say nothing, but they're watching. So shout out to you. All I'm saying is this. Don't be stupid. If you're a driver for Uber or Lyft, don't do it. You're going to lose your job if the wrong kid makes up a story. That's all I'm saying. If you value what you have, you value your hard work, you value your job, make sure you take that value, use your common sense that God gave you, and do the right thing. That's what it comes down to. Another fine educational video. World famous Peter TV. You guys all have a good Christmas. I will be back with other videos, but right now I felt this was important. Because I had a mother try to pawn off 3 kids to me yesterday, and when I told her she couldn't go, She got mad and then wanted to report me, and I had to actually report her before she could report me anyway. And guess who won? Guess whose account is no longer? That same mother. The bad parenting of BS because she was too lazy and didn't want to go with her kid. It doesn't make you a bad parent to put your kid in an Uber or a Lyft if you're with the kid. It makes you a bad parent for you to think that the kid can go by himself and he's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 years old by themselves. And the only problem you have to actually realize, you're endangering that child around a grown adult you don't know that you're trusting to drive, but he doesn't have to be responsible for your child. That's what it comes down to. So that's bad parenting as far as I'm concerned. Being a good parent is be taking responsibility to learn the real rules of how it really works and make the right decision so it doesn't come back at you. So your kid don't have to make up some false sexual statement story about some driver, so you don't have to go want to kill somebody and waste energy when nothing really happened and the kid's really making up something to get some money. I know firsthand, and I got people on Facebook arguing with me because they want to throw their kids in Uber and Lyfts all the time. I'm going to continue to do it. I ain't listening to you. Well, when you all of a sudden get blocked, it ain't my problem when they block you because I have to lay down the law and actually tell anybody that tries to do it, I have to report it to cover my butt. Sorry, got to do my job right. Why do you think I got a 5.0 rating? I'm just keeping it a whole 100. So, you guys, pay attention. Any Uber Lyft drivers that value their job, don't pick up any more children. That's all I'm saying. It can come back at you. If I'm not going to allow it, you shouldn't allow it either. Just don't be stupid. In the meantime, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notification. I'll be back later. We got Tekashi news coming up. We got some Tekashi 6ix9ine news coming up. Something big. That's all I'm saying. Have a good day. Like, comment, subscribe. World Famous Peter TV.